I don't know how to start this. It's such an interesting thing. It's an interesting. Okay, I guess I should say it like this. It's an interesting topic, or not even topic, but a review that we're doing today. It's not your, Marvel movie, DC movie, blockbuster movie. It's a Netflix movie. But not just
Yeah.
any Netflix movie, the Netflix movie to end all Netflix movies. I'm talking about Kissing Booth 3. I don't know how to feel about this movie. I was telling Danny earlier, Chris, I took down notes while watching this movie. I have notes.
And all of them are negative notes.
Yeah.
Not even that. It were more like questions and like. I guess we should just get into the nitty gritty of it. What did we think of Kissing Booth 3?
I don't think there's words to describe this movie. maybe the easiest phrase to describe it is that it's a piece of shit.
It's don't
Yeah,
forget.
it's very well said.
Don't forget.
Catch us next time, guys, on our next.
It's so cringy. Like you were not lying when you said that this movie felt like a Disney movie.
It's worse, I think.
There was so much overacting. It was ridiculous. And I mean, like, the part of me wants to be like, okay, this movie's embracing how stupid it is. But then they have those dramatic moments where they're like, "You can't be my new mom," and it's like, "Oh my god, what are we doing here, folks? Is this a Lifetime movie or a Disney movie? Come on, make up your mind."
Dude, it's kind of like the what's called like the first Suicide Squad, where it's ridiculous, but then it has those really serious, dark moments. You're like, dude, this is so out of place. Like, what is this?
But I don't think it embraces stupidity. I don't think they knew that it was stupid. I think they were trying to make a good movie, and I don't think they were successful at it.
The one positive of this movie that I will give it is that it had bloopers.
Right.
Because it was like,
oh yeah, it did have bloopers, right?
It had bloopers, and it reminded me of like Rush Hour. So
Yeah.
I was okay.
I think bloopers are always like funny, but it's just this movie was so bad. The green screen, horrible.
Okay, we should start from the beginning. I don't know how fresh in your mind you saw it, Chris. I literally watched it yesterday. So the beginning of the film is like a narration of, I guess, like I should also preface this. I have not seen the other two movies. I jumped in cold to this movie, and I wanted to see if I could understand the movie.
So you're talking about the montage, right?
Yeah, the beginning montage.
That montage is not based on the first two movies, apparently.
Okay. There's a montage of them, of the main character, the girl from The Conjuring. She'll always be known as the girl from The Conjuring for me. Elle. She like narrates about how, it's tough, going to school and picking which school to go to. Do I go with my boyfriend or my best friend? It's obvious your boyfriend. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but what? Why is this a hard decision?
I know. And then the best friend is the brother of the guy. Like,
yeah. Or even just the more obvious answer, do what you want to do. Why is it this giant realization where she's like, I think the mom of the brothers are just like, tells her, hey, you should do what you want to do. Don't do what anybody else wants you to do. So she goes to college for video game design. And did Microsoft help support this movie?
Yes.
Why is there so much Microsoft in this movie? It's ridiculous.
Hey dude, the budget was really low.
Yeah, they had to pay the bills somehow.
They needed some product placement.
And then Xbox was more than willing to sign up for this shitty Netflix movie.
Dude, because it was so weird. Because usually when they, like when some movies, they have them playing games.
Yeah, but
they have a
they're
random
just mashing buttons.
Yeah. It's like a random controller that's not owned by any major company, and they're just mashing buttons, and they're just like, "Oh God, you beat me!"
They're mashing buttons, but what they're playing doesn't match how they're playing. It's they'll be like, "Oh, but then they go to the game, and it's like a calm ass game. You're like, how? It's like what?
And so they're playing, the two girls are playing, and they're just there like, "Oh, a teenage drama," and they're playing a game. and then it cuts to Killer Instinct, and I'm like, what year did this movie come out? This movie did not come out 2013.
And also Ori is pretty old too.
It was so weird seeing all this Microsoft placement, and then like what even so like sealed the deal was when they're in their room. Okay, that there's a lot of montages in this movie, like
Oh my god.
like so many. It's ridiculous. They have the montage when they're cleaning the room. They have the montage when they're doing the bucket list. They have the montage when they're doing the bucket list to go to California.
You want to know the irony, dude? A montage is meant to speed things up, and it felt like it made it go even slower in this movie, dude.
I literally checked the time
Uh-huh.
4 different times during the
Right.
montages because it felt like
Yeah.
it
I'm
was
gonna
so
confess
long.
right now, or at least tell the audience, I tried watching again. I only got halfway, and I'm like, I'm done, dude.
Yeah, there's some movies that suck, but they're manageable. You can get through them. But this movie just didn't have any good qualities. Apparently, the first two did. I don't know what happened with this one, but
I guess
This one sucks.
well, I mean, you can't really say like to call like a cash in or anything like that because it's Netflix. I don't
It's
know,
more
dude.
like contracts. That's what it is.
Well, I'm
like-
glad. Yeah, probably contract.
But-
But even then, dude,
but
like
it was
even
popular.
then,
Like it was just popular.
Popular
That's
enough
why-
to make
that's why,
3
like-
movies.
Okay, what do you guys think of the
They
characters?
they sucked.
I technically watched it twice and I still couldn't remember any of their names.
Yeah, they were the characters just they were horrible acted. The story didn't make any sense, so you can't really like the characters. I hated
You hated
the
Conjuring Girl?
Elle for I hated Conjuring Girl for having this stupid conflict between her best friend, which was the brother of her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend. The boyfriend, was drifting apart. Like it was just
Like, okay, well, I have 2 things on that. One, I'm very I find it very uncomfortable watching actress or actor when they were young getting plowed when they're older on screen. Like it's so weird because like I will always remember her as the girl who was crying, going, "I think that the demon wants to kill my family." I can never see her like getting played by some guy. Like I just can't. I can't put the two together. Because it's like you saw him at a young age, and then like now you're seeing him older. To me, it's different. Like,
That's
I'm
true.
able-
I get you. It's a called like you have like that
association.
yeah, that is there we go. Yeah, that's a good word. Like that association because that's like the main or like the biggest thing you've seen them in. So that's all you have for reference. Now that you're seeing her older and doing this, you're like, oh, this doesn't bode well.
It's like
Or at least
Rosario.
for you.
Not Rosario. What's her name? Alexandra. No, what's her name? Daddario Dawson.
Daddario?
Is it Daddario Dawson?
yeah. Oh,
Whatever her name is.
Oh, no, isn't
I
it
don't know.
Rosario Dawson? Right?
No, that's the girl from
Luke Cage?
yeah, Luke Cage and
You're talking
No,
about
wait.
Alexandria Dawson.
no, it's the word Daddario is in her name. What all that matters is she drops big boobies, and I have literally no.
Oh,
reference to
her!
her. Yeah. Oh, her! I know who you're talking about. Every man on the planet just goes, "Oh yeah, I
Right.
know who you're talking about."
That's all you have to say.
But no, like I have no reference to her being younger, so I'm able to like have that like cut off in my life where I can be like, "Oh, I've only seen her in these movies when she's older," so it's not weird. But yeah, like to Chris's point about earlier about the inner conflict that Elle has made no sense to me because she has this
Yeah.
conflict of, do I go to college with my best friend or do I go to college for my boyfriend? And it's like I guess like the whole conflict is that she doesn't know how to manage her time because like she needs to go do stuff with her boyfriend, but she also wants to do stuff with her best friend, but she also wants to do stuff for herself, and then she also has to do stuff for her family, and she stresses herself out, and then she has to realize to let everybody go because I guess that's like the solution. You know what this movie reminded me of? I don't know if you guys seen it. Have you ever seen Babysitter? The
Is that the one
Babysitter.
with Bella Thorne.
No.
Is that the one
No,
with
I
all
haven't
of the
seen it.
influencers?
Yeah.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
God,
I just know that that's a notoriously bad one. I've heard of it.
The editing of this movie is so similar to that movie, where it's lots of montages, lots of like nerdy, geeky dialogue that like when the guys are like talking at a pool and they're like, "Oh my god, you're a Spider-Man fan? Yeah. well, I wouldn't have drove 600 miles to get Spider-Man issue 3.
What?
It's that bad, yeah.
I don't know what else to say about this movie. I guess we should end our statements with what we think of this film. Well, like always, I guess
Don't
we're
waste
gonna.
your
No,
time or
wait,
brain cells. Do not.
wait. Hold on, we'll go individually. We gotta do this right. So we'll start with David.
I got here kind of late, so I don't really know.
Okay,
what
thank you, David. Chris, your turn.
Absolutely don't watch this movie. It's just garbage. Unless you want to drink and have a couple of laughs. But even then, it feels.
You guys said you were drunk and you both hated this movie, so you can't say you had a couple of
Because
laughs.
we had a couple of laughs though. We still had a couple of laughs within that time period, but it was too long. Okay, and yeah, just watch something else.
Yeah, essentially what I agree with almost everything Chris said. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't waste your time. Save those brain cells. I give it 3.5 out of 10. But if for whatever reason you have to watch it, for whatever reason, because your girlfriend's like, oh, we need to watch it, or like us and Chris, where we got sucked into it because like we were supposed to watch Suicide Squad, but
Change of plans.
we just got change of plans and we got roped into it, so kind of forced to watch it. So if you have to watch it for whatever reason, don't watch it sober. That's all I gotta say.
I will say you have to watch this movie.
Oh god.
If you want to be a filmmaker, watch this film and learn what not to do. To me, from the from the bloopers, from like the 2 seconds I saw of bloopers, it seemed the people in this film enjoyed making this film. I'd say take notes. I say this movie is a 1 out of 10.
Damn. Oh, and remember, yo, we haven't seen the first two, so we have like no real reference or context.
But if you guys want us to watch the
And
first two, we
also-
can definitely.
No.
I bet you the first two are probably better than this third one.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I will make you
You
watch
can-
the first two, and you
Oh no.
and me will. Only you and me, David, will watch the first two, and we'll do a review about it.
I would be down. These movies sound kind of fun, actually, but
No, they do
I've
not.
never
No,
I've never heard of them or never seen them. I've only heard of you guys talking about them.
That's how they get you. They sound fun, but they're not.
Look, see, Chris and I were tricked into thinking, oh, it's so bad, it's good, kind of like The Room, but no, it's mostly just bad.
Okay, well, we're gonna end it before I get sidetracked. We'd like to thank you guys for listening to our review. If you like what you hear, want us to hear more. Did that make sense what I just said?
You said want us to hear more.
You know what, whatever. You guys get the fucking memo. You give us a like. Give us a
See, you
like.
lost brain cells, dude. I told you.
You give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all our content, and we will see you guys next time.
All right, see you guys.
See you all next time.